everybody, and welcome to day 13 of Gothmas Life. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but we know I'm weird. Anywho, today I am here with the lovely Alex of SincerelyAlex. They're on Instagram, and their information is listed. Oh my God, my armpit listed in the description box below. He just licked my armpit. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for all that love. So before we get started, I want to say, as I always try to do in the live streams, especially because I haven't figured out how to just put the scrolly thing up yet, but I want to say a special thank you to the patrons and the channel members. Special shout out to all of you who moderate this channel. Thank you for doing so. And a special shout out to all of you watching this back. And thank you for all of you who are here live. All right. Sorry, I did shimmies. And let's quickly say hello to Cecily. Hi. You were that early, but I was also that late. Thorn. Felisa is here. Feffy is here. And Thorn is excited to be chaotic, period.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Selena. Eeyore is here. Jennifer is here. We are here just talking about Taurus Tings. Please don't forget to like and share the stream currently as we are speaking. Sir, what do you have in your mouth? I'm so sorry. If anyone is a May 16th Taurus, please let us know. And Alex came up with this idea of just like, talking about Taurus Tings because it's funny, actually. You brought up, like, you gave me, I don't know if you want me to go ahead and grab this, but you gave me this like Taurus bingo, and I have been dead ass over it since I saw it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up and share it. Am I sharing it? Oh my God, I am. This is so exciting. So exciting. Sir, what are you doing? He is up to all the shits. So I'm actually going to take us out right quick so that y'all can see this up close. It is the Taurus bingo, and it has like all these things that are touristy, and I thought it's Taurus-y, and I thought it would be fun if we actually kind of like dunked on ourselves for some of these things if they are things. to like online shopping. Are you problematic in that area?
Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. I feel like when it came to online shopping, I think the first time I ever really felt that rush of like, oh my God, I'm getting something in the mail. It's like a gift to myself, was when I was in college, because I had a P.O. box when I lived on campus. And I was like, I could buy anything I want and it would just appear. No one needs to know about it but me. Like the ultimate power. It was great. So I'm definitely an online shopping fiend. I mean, I love shopping in person too, because it's like, it's a way to kill time and stuff, and it's cool to see everything in person. But there's something about shopping online and obsessively tracking something until it gets to you and then getting to like rip it open like a heathen. That's just really satisfying.
I like online shopping because I can stay away from people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to deal with other humans, and I'm just like doing my thing, and I don't have to deal with it, like, because I don't like it when other people touch my things. So which is like it's not very Taurus at all, right? But I don't like it, and I get like I get so upset when I see somebody doing. But like, here's the problem. Have you ever run into like the true, like, when you get that like horrifying Taurus like online shopping spree where like you don't remember, and then like all these packages start showing up and you're like, the fuck? Mistakes were made. Like, you're looking around at your like pile of treasures like, yes.
I don't think that's happened to me necessarily. I think because I try to keep track of, like, I'm the type of person who has like multiple browser windows open on my phone all the time, and a bunch of them I try to collect them together with all of my tracking stuff. So I try to keep track of stuff as best as I can, but there have been a couple instances where I either didn't get one or it never updated and then shit just shows up at my house.
Olivia said my sun sign is an Aquarius, but my rising sign is Taurus. It explains so much. There's Asia's Beauty saying this that happens to me with the packages showing up. Aries here. Welcome. We welcome the stubborn. So then I'm going to go in random orders because I don't want to just like immediately hit bingo. But I feel like we both are there in that.
Yeah.
So ignoring feelings. Is that a situation for you, or are you just good at like being emotive?
I don't know. I mean, I would consider myself someone who's more on the sensitive side. So, like, I feel things really intensely, and sometimes I have a time talking about things without crying. And so I feel like it's easy to show emotion in that capacity, but in terms of like being emotionally intelligent and like being able to communicate things effectively when it comes to how I'm feeling about things, I could use a little bit of work.
I used to be bad about it. I'm much better now, though. I think because I think one of the reasons I like just Taurian nature in general, why I think that's in there and thrown in as like ignoring feelings is specifically because like we seem to blow up at people and they're like surprised by it. They're just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I thought we were good and now you were like so angry and I don't know what I did. And I think a lot of us, it's because I feel like I let you know in some way, shape, or form that I'm displeased and you didn't get it. And also, I don't
Yeah.
want to fight. And I feel like because of how honest I am, and because I'm very like, well, I don't like that. And then I feel like when I say that, other people get offended. And so I'm just like, ah, fuck it. So I just sit there being like, which,
Yeah. I feel like with me, because I don't like arguing with people and I don't find myself to be very confrontational, I tend to vent a lot. So the person
Mhm.
that I'm upset with might know that I'm upset with them for a long time until
Mhm.
maybe something small is like the straw the camel's back, and then I'm kind of just like I just unleash this rage that they had no idea was brewing under the surface that whole time.
Yeah, they like drop a napkin. You're like, God, you're such a mess. Can't you ever clean up one thing? And they're like, ah, like 3 weeks ago, I kept leaving the dishes hoping that you would realize it was your turn, and you never took the turn. It smelled like
Yeah.
garbage in our house. And they're just like, their hair is like blowing back from the vitriol that's being
Yeah.
spewed. I don't
Stuff
mind
going
confrontation.
back.
I
Yeah.
just feel like a lot of times people don't like the directness. So if I'm direct, they get very like, and I think the thing is I'm not trying to have confrontation, but other people take it as confrontation. So I feel like maybe that's another reason why Taurus tends to ignore feelings because we have a very direct nature. And so we're like, if somebody's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, do you want to eat here? And you're like, no, I don't like it. And they're like, oh, God. And you're like, okay. And now you learn the next time somebody's like, oh, do you want to eat here? And you're like, how about we go over here? Compromise. Like, Ryan said, Ron just stares at me for the exploding comment. You got caught. I'm
Oh
so
my god.
sorry. Oh, uh,
Ellie's comment,
oh,
Dad and Grandma all have brooding down pat. The non-confrontation look is more terrifying.
the, that dramatic rendition. Hi, Emily. Emily's been waiting for this. And if you want to go ahead and share your screen, we can intersperse
Hi.
with the memes as well.
Oh yeah, let me get my little tripod off to the side and see if I can
Oh
find
my
them.
God. That is
Do we want
not good. Michelle's like, I'm a Taurus married to a Gemini. It's wild. Holy shit. That
Michelle, tell me. I don't know
how
if
does
he's
that
watching right now, but I did let my partner know that I was going to be doing this live with you, and he happens to be a Gemini, and my best friend is a Gemini, and my dad is a Gemini, and my ex is a Gemini. Why was I
what the
cursed?
hell? I listen, you're like surrounded by Geminis.
Yeah.
This is like over
The air.
here we have I'm gonna learn so much about my folks tonight. Allie, this isn't a research mission. 426 8. Oh my gosh, that's 4 days before me, but 3 years later.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we didn't really talk about like when our birthdays was. Mine is April 28th.
I am April 30th, 1980. That's actually, I was born before time. And while you're grabbing that, let me grab another one here. Okay, now there's nothing more Taurian than watching, like, if you have ever seen somebody over at a free sample station, like, let's say Costco, Sam's, whatever, and they're like planted there, like just kind of snacking, that's a Taurus, okay? Taurus loves to eat, like, and Taurus loves free things. So every time there is a free sample anywhere, we are there. I am always there for
Yes.
example, and you will like lose your whole.
I distinctly remember when I was a kid. I remember I went to Costco one time with my grandparents, and I forgot what time of year it was, but they, for whatever reason, the sample table had free samples of like a mashed potato mix. I think it was the powdered mashed potatoes. Why were they so good? I always feel like the sample table makes the food taste just a little bit better than if you were to take it home and make it yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
Girl,
yeah.
why did I try to get like 3 samples out of this mashed potato guy? They were so good. I was like 11.
I feel like let me be like, can I have some more? Can I have some more? Like, how many samples am I? Because like, if you've heard somebody say this, I mean, you said that they were free. That is also a Taurus because we are the asshole who's just like, because we're hoarders, we're treasure gatherers, and so we're trying to get all of it, and we just legitimately have so many problems in that every time somebody tries to be like, just one per customer. I'm like, what? What if I don't know after the one time? Like, even alcohol, I don't like. Okay. I will be at the booze store, and if they were doing free samples, and they're like, you want this tequila? I'm like, yes. I don't even like tequila, but I will drink it because it's free. And like, who wants to drink
No,
straight
it's
tequila,
true.
like in a booze store without any chaser? And I'm just like, yep, yep.
No, it's true though. Like my job will have, well, but in the before times, they would have like mixers or like happy hours and stuff like that that I would go to, and they would have free alcohol. I was talking about this on my Instagram live yesterday, and that's going to be like one of the things that I really miss moving forward is like it was free finger foods, free booze. Like it was a Taurian dream. I could just have as many meatballs as I wanted.
Like I this is gonna be so embarrassing because this happened as an adult. They had these like little, I don't know, they were just like little like taquito samples. And I took my coat off and thought that they wouldn't. They looked at me, but they didn't say anything. I'm like over here trying to play detective for free samples at the ripe old age. I think at that time I was like 34. So I'm trying to like be like, they won't know. And I just took my coat off and went back and got more. I'm like, I'm a different person. You don't know who I am. Oh, Allie
Yeah.
said, my
You
dad
just
used
try
to
to
take us
be
back and forth between each Costco and Sam's just so we'd fill up on samples. Oh,
that's really responsible.
oh, we have an anti-hoarder. Throw it away because I have no feelings. Ooh, I hoard everything and I force myself not to hoard, hence the massive declutters I have all year to like save myself. All right, next one. Boop-a-doop. I'm pulling this up. Oh gosh, this is gonna hurt my feelings. Okay. Napping to avoid responsibilities.
Wow. I didn't need to be called out like that.
So I nap for everything that I ran over my fingers with a skateboard. I was sitting on a skateboard and we were riding downhill, rolled over my finger, right? I'm in a lot of pain. And I like grabbed my thumb and I'm just like, ugh. And I ran home. Kick back like way too many Tums, which probably wasn't a good idea. I was a child at this time, by the way, but I was just like, that's medicine. So I took all these Tums and then proceeded to go to sleep. Just put my hand in the pillow and went to sleep. I was like, it'll be fine when I wake up. I also had an abscessed tooth. I didn't know that. And that was when I was young as well. And I was like, this hurts a lot. Went to sleep. Like my life is just like a constant for like, I don't like this. And I think that if I sleep, it'll be fine in the morning is the concept.
Yeah. I think the napping to avoid responsibility was something that I started doing. I think a lot of people can relate to doing it in college, especially if you have
Yeah.
the luxury of being able to live on campus. Like there were so many times when I was in college where I was like, it was a weekend, it was rainy, I felt lazy. I'm like, it was either I cleaned to avoid responsibility or I napped to avoid responsibility. It was one or the other. I was either being super productive and trying to like tidy up my space, or it was, okay, I'm feeling tired, I'm gonna nap for like 6 hours.
But wait, speaking of tidying up your space, do you find that you have like these spurts where you're like suddenly like, oh my God, what the fuck happened around here? And you're just like, whoosh, and you tornado and like clean, and then everything looks good for like maybe 2 days, and then it just like returns back.
Yes. Yes, it does. And it's so funny. I go through stages where like I want to, I don't know, like there's something, and I know you and I have talked about having like your own clutter and kind of having like,
Hmm.
yes, it's messy, but more or less I have an idea of where everything is. And
Hmm.
I think for me, it's like sometimes it'll get a little too messy, and I'm like, I can't focus on anything until I set
Yes.
aside the time to straighten shit up. And then when I finally
Yeah.
do, it's like 1 in the morning. I just
Yeah.
get lost
Same.
in my own clutter.
Yeah. Because like every 2 to 3 weeks, I go through and just completely clean. Because this counter, I don't know what happens, but it just starts setting everything on my counter, and I'm just like, burp, burp, burp. And then it's just like piled with stuff, and I just can't. I'm like putting. I currently have like a little thing of fried chicken that's just like on top of this candle. Like the candle's obviously not lit because I'm not a complete nightmare, but like it's up there. And I'm just like looking at it now, I'm just like, we've really got to do something about that. That has become a situation. Like that part. Gabby said also naps are acceptable. What isn't realistic is an American work life. And that's the other thing too. We're supposed to nap anyhow. Okay.
Yeah.
We're supposed to nap.
Yeah.
I used to nap at work. Ryan is over here saying that I had a technique down to nap in my dorm between classes without messing up a single hair on my head. Okay. Shit's about to get real.
Wow.
Okay. So in college, I figured out I would put on a cap with a brim, and then I would hold a pen And I learned how to nap, but also like every so often, like I would be like this, and I learned how to do this. Like I would just move my hand sporadically, like periodically, I would just move my hand and like I just had this piece of paper that I just scribbled on. So it looked like I was taking notes and nobody knew I was sleeping. Because life sucks. And I didn't want to do that. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's
Let's
so
see.
funny. What kind of wine are you drinking?
It's a Franzia from Franz. Yeah. In the box.
We love
It is
that.
a chillable red blend mixed with cranberry raspberry juice. It has hints of
Oh.
box. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Notes of
Hints of box. Yeah, notes of cardboard and like dust. I'm going to hell for that.
I'm drinking. So for anyone who was around for my IG live yesterday, they saw me getting a little litty off of a different flavor of this boozy tea from this brand called Owl Brew. Found it at Trader Joe's. It's 8% alcohol. This flavor is English breakfast tea, lemon and lime. And it's actually really good. It's quite refreshing. For 4.8% alcohol, it gives you like a nice little buzz. Would definitely recommend.
Huh. Hold on.
I was talking about much.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No,
I need a Trader Joe's sponsorship. Yeah, it's I think it's going to be laggy on our end in here. I've noticed this happening a little bit with StreamYard. It's laggy on my end here, but then when I go watch it live, it's not laggy. So just pretend that it's not laggy. I don't know. It's the only thing that I have, right? I'm like, just pretend it's like doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Notes of plastic bag.
It's very good.
They need to do a Trader Joe's sponsorship for us, Alex. Like trying booze at Trader Joe's and like having a good time. Where's the baby? Can you give me the ball? Okay, you don't. He's not good at giving me the ball.
Yeah. No, I don't even think Trader Joe's does. Is.
They need to.
Yeah.
Like
they need to sponsor.
I'm me, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, come on now. Hey, Isabel, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna pop one more here. Okay. Rewatching your fave shows. Are you guilty?
I'm trying to think if I've done it with any shows other than Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like I'm like that with movies. Like I could watch Mean Girls, Horrible Bosses, We're the Millers, Heartbreak Kid. Like if it's a movie, I can see myself watching it several times. I guess if you're talking like a TV show that's a few years old, like yeah, I could see myself like watching a couple random episodes here and there, but because I'm not watching like actual TV anymore, most of it is like streaming. I have to seek out those opportunities to like watch old episodes of favorite shows. So I feel like for me it's more with movies than with TV shows.
I'm crying a little bit because I think I'm on like my 13th run of watching through Criminal Minds. Fine. How many seasons are there? Too many. And I'm still like, I will go back to the beginning every fucking time. I am not kidding y'all. And like, here's the thing. I've watched Criminal Minds so much that I feel like I'm going to start getting on Twitch and doing like an episode by episode breakdown of Criminal Minds and why I like this episode and why I did not like this episode. And also, I want to talk about Reed and how they infantilized him and like the whole thing of him being on the spectrum, but again, making him like super, super intelligent, but it like has no interaction with anybody else, which is just like the very thing that that community is trying to be like, hi, we're not a monolith and we're like tired of this like stereotype of us. It'd be great if you stopped. So it's like, see, like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. You're, hello, are you me, Audra? Fevy, same. This is the problem. Because I keep rewatching my faves, and I do it with movies too, I finally watched this movie. I feel like it's 2 years old. Don't judge me. It was called Whatever Happened to Monday. I had that movie on I feel like it was at least 2 years. I've had that movie on my list forever. It was in my Netflix queue this entire time. And now I'm gonna go look because like I've had that movie. It's a Netflix original movie, y'all. So this 2017. So sorry. 3 years. 3 years this movie has been in my list. I finally watched it today. It was good. It was a really good movie. Oh, Juliet, I'm actually rewatching Supernatural right now. Listen. I'll go back and rewatch Gossip Girl if it was on right. If they had Gossip Girl on Netflix right now, I'd be rewatching it. Yes, Nancy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so with Criminal Minds, you can literally like when you've watched several episodes, Alex, you literally walk by and you're like, oh, this is the one where such and such and such and such. I don't like this episode. Next. Like, because there's the one with the guy in the pig farm, and like, I don't like that it's a two-parter, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I don't know if I really had any shows that I finished I would watch like over and over and over again. Mainly because a lot of the shows that I really enjoyed when I was like in high school and even in college were shows that were like airing episodes at the time. So I don't have that many like older shows where I could binge watch, episode after episode if I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, I was born in a very different time. It was a better time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do it. I couldn't let it go. It was a better time. So the next thing, this kind of also hurts my feelings. Storage full. Storage full. On everything. On my drives, on my discs, on my phone. I finally had to break down and get like additional storage from Google.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let any because I was deleting shit like mad, which is not a normal thing for me to do. I was deleting everything and I was like, oh, fuck it, just deal with the fact that what are you doing? Sorry. He's doing it on purpose. Okay. Sorry. Isabel, wait, am I actually a Taurus? It has been reported. I am dying. Wait, y'all are killing me right now. You're calling out harvest history. Daisy is collecting external hard drives like they're candy. Look, I can't let go of my dank ass memes.
Your docs that you've saved to your phone?
I can't hold on, I have an idea. I've got a plan here. I have some fun things. Like this way you don't have to pull up anything because I think that I might be able to. Shouldn't I? Shouldn't I?
I didn't get a chance to show y'all the look today. So I have a little Taurus stamp that I got from Milk from Sephora when they were having their Memorial Day sale. And am I ashamed? Absolutely not. Do I think that it was overpriced from the very beginning? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely overpriced.
You're beautiful though, so I don't even care. I have some
Thank you.
memes because you were talking about memes. Why the signs can't sleep, Taurus. Nap so much during the day that I'm tired of getting called out for my napping, please. Binge watching their fave TV series. I'm like, ouch. Randomly remembering something awkward you did in 2008. That's true. No one ever asked me if I'm okay, and fuck, I'm lonely. Like the way that I'm getting destroyed by the like, I just really want them to leave me and my napping alone. Then they had Taurus during quarantine, sleeping for 12 hours, leave us alone. Binge watching Netflix, learning new food recipes, always wearing PJs, my feelings. Playing Animal Crossing, reading all the books they bought but never read, stay home hub, major
Wow.
self-care. Ouch.
Yes.
That is just
Oh my. What's funny too is that I feel like when it comes to the always wearing PJs, it doesn't even necessarily have to be PJs. Like I just don't like feeling uncomfortable in my clothes. So if that means wearing things 99% of the time, I'm going to do it. And what's so funny is that my best friend and I, when we were in school, we were one of those people. We were some hating ass bitches.
Where'd she go? Did she just disappear? I didn't push anything. Did I push something wrong? Okay. Whilst I'm waiting, because she was talking about. There she is. There we go. Hello, welcome back. I think you are glitchy. Try now. Nope. Whilst Alex. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Now go. Oh, they muted themselves. Okay. I think you hit the mute button. And I can't unmute you because it says you muted you.
Okay, what about now? Okay.
All right, my
That's
heart
so
like
weird. I don't know what's going on.
Like I got scared. I was like, oh. So then the next thing you were just saying that you and your friend were hating ass bitches, and I'm just gonna let you finish your story. But I was just about to this up because it literally says Taurus immediately hating people when you first meet them, then telling yourself not to judge them and give them a chance. So it's like him pulling his mouth down and then pulling his mouth. We're just really good judges of character. Well, thank you. So go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So my we were some hating ass bitches in college, and we were always the type of people who are like not looking down on, but like lightweight judging people who wore leggings as pants. And we were like, leggings aren't pants, like wear some real pants. I don't even know why this was like something that we would talk about, but her and I would wear jeans every day, and we weren't the type to really go to class in our PJs either. So like we thought we were hot shit, like look at me, like I'm wearing normal clothes, like a normal person. And then finally my senior year, I got a pair of leggings at Target so that I could work out. And then I was like, oh, So this is what I've been missing out on. Okay, I take it back.
Yeah, this is why if you have a child who is a Taurus, never introduce them to leggings because it ruined my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I wear leggings under my skirts and I'm like, that's underwear. Like I just like I'm legitimately living a life where I'm like, that counts as underwear, right? Yeah, it's underwear. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm looking for uno mas. This also definitely oh my god, I'm done. I am so done with this. When you spend over $10 on food and it's not even good, Taurus, and it's like this
Yes,
little like bug and it's crying. Oh my god.
I love that
The
meme. I
way
love it
I
so
like
much.
bitched at Emily for so long because I ordered noodles. Wait, I ordered food and I wanted noodles, but they gave me fried rice for like an hour every time I was eating it, like because I eat in little spurts. I would be talking to Emily and fucking mid sentence, I'd be talking to her like, yeah, you know, and another thing about the patriarchy is this would have been fucking better if they'd gotten noodles. The way that Emily puts up with, like I just wouldn't let it go. Like Taurus can't let shit go either, but like I could not let it go. I see Cecily, I'm dead. Leggings is underwear is to me. Like now I have to get more leggings because like all my LuLaRoe like bullshit leggings are finally falling apart. And I'm like, oh no.
Right. No, I totally, especially if you pay, like, I remember there was one time that my partner and we went out to eat, and we came back to a check that was so ridiculously expensive for what we paid, and I was bitter about it for like an entire year. An entire year. I would not let it the fuck go because I'm just like, I just can't believe that these people get off thinking that charging that much money for mediocre ass food is okay.
We really like Taurus will if we've been anywhere, like if you know somebody who can tell you about a time that they went to a specific chain restaurant in a specific location and the food there wasn't good, I bet you $5 it is a Taurus. They were like, because this is the thing, these are Taurus conversations. I am telling y'all right now. It's like somebody's like, hey, do you want to go to Chili's? And you're like, is it the one on Main or the one on Elm? And they're like, what? And like, because I don't like the one on Elm. It's disgusting. Like we know dumb shit like that, and like I feel bad for all the people surrounded by us who are just like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Different too, because like my mom, when I was younger, I mean, even now, my mom's always been like a real foodie. She's always been into like restaurant touring and all of that stuff. And so when I was a kid, I was kind of cursed because I ended up having like a really refined palate at like 10. And so anytime I distinctly remember I was in middle school and I remember that there was a group of people that I was in school with. I was like 12. And I remember people were at lunch and they were talking about how Applebee's had the best steak.
Mm.
And I remember looking, I was like, excuse me, this one very
No.
niche restaurant in Cisco has way better steak than Applebee's.
I've heard that before, though. People keep saying that about Applebee's, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't eat steak, but like every time I've heard that, people who actually like steak are like, what in the fuck? Wait, I just got attacked. Taurus, looking at the menu, even though they're going to get the same thing as usual. The way I get, shrimp linguine from Wise Guys, extra shrimp, extra caper.
Oh my God.
I can list off
Oh.
what I eat everywhere that I go. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to eat there. My heart is broken, and I feel sad for myself right now. I'm like, do I not try anything new? Why should I?
I mean, you know what you like.
Yes.
You know what you like. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. Like a lot of the times, I mean, it's a different experience if you're eating somewhere that you've never eaten before. Then yeah, I do. I mean, I'm guilty of looking up a restaurant ahead of time and like looking what they have on their menu and planning out what I'm going to order. But when it comes to like going somewhere that you've gone to for a really long time, I never feel like, I've been going to this Thai place for like my entire life, and I'm gonna go out of my way and order something that I've never ordered before. Why would I
What
do
is the
that when
point?
I already know?
Everybody who does that, I want you to explain the point to me. Like, why would you throw a wild card into your dining experience? I need to know, because I'm just like, no, but I know that this is good every single time. Because, like, here's the thing: every time I've been like, I'm going to try this other thing, I'm like, that made me sad. Mistakes were made,
Yeah,
and my feelings are
mistake.
hurt.
Like my partner, he didn't really grow up going to many restaurants, going out to eat very often. And so I remember there was this one time that we went to this Thai restaurant that I go to all the time. And I'm the kind of tourist that like it needs to be my way or the highway. And if my
Yes,
way
that's all of us.
entails me a meal around us sharing food together and you decide all of a sudden that you want to have your own meal, we're going to have a problem. So I remember that he ordered something that even just reading the description on the menu, I'm like, I bet you're not going to like that because it doesn't sound very appealing for the palate that we've developed as a couple. And so sure enough, he's like, no, I want to try something new. And so he gets it. Sure enough, he didn't like it. And I'm like, just eating my pad thai, like, I told you so.
Thank you. But here's the problem too. You're also eating it like, it's so good. So good. I got the regular. I'm happy. Look at you. New things. New things. Like,
Right.
I really hate that so much about like that particular meme attacked me at a level that I was not. Oh, damn it. I wasn't ready for this either. It says Taurus apologizing. I regret nothing. The end.
I was looking at earlier. I don't remember what account it was from. Oh. Okay. Let me join the StreamYard from my desktop.
Yes.
And then I can share.
This is me. Oh, this is me also. Please don't touch me. Like that's my super Taurus stuff where I'm like, don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Please stop touching me. I don't like it. That really hurt my feelings like significantly that they did that. I see that you're adding to the stream. Honey, fishy fish. I like it when it doesn't taste like super fishy.
Yeah.
I like my seafood when it doesn't taste like the sea.
Yeah. I mean, my mom would say the same thing. She's like, the mark of true quality seafood is fish that doesn't taste fishy. Because usually that means it's starting to go.
Thank you. It is going bad at that point. Are you ready to share it? Or are you still working?
Yeah. No, I got it.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can pull it up.
Okay, cool. Let me share my screen.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Remove that. Let me. Ooh, I don't eat spam. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I get it. Yeah, Feffy, this is me too. I'm constantly torn between physical affection, like just like hold me and like give a fuck about me, and then like also like don't touch me. Don't. I get it. It's a lot of information. All right, here we go. Oh no. Why are my feelings already getting hurt like I'm getting hurt?
Okay,
Wait,
so oh no, am I frozen?
no, you're not frozen. You're fine.
Okay. I'm
You
trying
just
to
need to like,
share. Oh, okay. Stop sharing this tab. That's what was going on. I was trying to share the tab and it wasn't working.
yeah, Feffy, we are the same person. We are the same. Like, there's a reason that you wait, never mind, I was gonna use that, but like you did see us at this, but did you see us at the same time? You thought so.
Okay, I got
Technology.
it.
Oh wait, hold on. I apologize to him in my head, and if you don't hear it, that's on him. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, and Gemini. Okay, but here's the sad part. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini are like all of those are in my chart. Leo, Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini. This is why I am the way that I am.
I have quite a bit of Taurus in my chart. I think I know that I have some Aries in my chart and some Capricorn as well. So this one personally attacked me as well. It's really hard for me to admit that I'm
But I like wasn't exactly wrong. I cut people off real quick because I have no tolerance for shady shit. Facts. That's why New York don't hear from me no more. That's why I'm like, bye. Like I'm sure that they're here, like they're in Texas. I'm at a level now. I'm like, don't even like fucking bother me, because I feel like I'll just be like, sir, you stop. You're just mad. I love that one though. Ooh, do you have one with Alicia Silverstone? Because I'm so excited by that. Why are you single, Taurus? I don't know why anyone would want a boyfriend. Too much drama for me. The problem with Taurus too is that like Taurus will be all about mess, will talk about mess as long as they ain't in the mess. Like Taurus will be like, "Ooh, girl, did you see? Ooh, girl, did you hear? Oh my God, did you? Ooh." But the second you get dragged in the mess, you're like, no, that's drama. I ain't about that life. Thank you, Peppy. If the person did not deserve the apology, I didn't even apologize in my head. When I'm right, and I'm right all the time.
yes. Mood.
There's a New York dead to us. Mm. Yeah. See, okay, Caroline. Emily, my little love bug, I'm going to have to admit something to you and myself that I have been working on. Emily and I will be talking on Marco Polo, but because I am highly competitive about things that it doesn't make sense to be competitive about, I won't let Emily finish the conversation. Every time Emily goes, and like, da 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 da, good night, Fred. I'm like, no, good night. When I say, I don't say it that way, but I always come back. And I've been like forcefully making myself be like, listen to Emily and then fucking go to sleep. You don't have to be the last one to respond. This is why I'm gonna spend my life alone, and that's okay. That's okay.
Oh my
I don't know
gosh.
what to do about it. I'm like, I will
I
have the
feel
last
like
word.
this one I think really speaks to me because especially unexpected changes in plans. Do not
Yes.
up on me at the last minute. if you're gonna cancel on me, I understand that last minute shit happens all the time, but I expect some common courtesy for you to tell me as soon as you know that the plans need to change. Don't just tell me like once I'm already dolled up or once I'm like ready to go. I have like I was talking to a friend yesterday and she was telling me how her boyfriend like, you know, said that they were going to be home so that they could go out to eat at a certain time and they were running like 2 to 3 hours late and she was hungry the whole time. I'm like, "Oh, no, honey, that would not be me. I would be raising all types of hell if you keep me hungry and you change plans on me at the last minute."
Mm-mm.
No.
Listen, my own mother doesn't want to deal with me when I'm hungry. Like, my own mother, the second I get food in me, will go, "Are you better now?" Like looks at me and it's like when they're sitting there like, "Would you like any appetizers?" Or my mom's like, "You want some appetizers? Maybe we'll get some fried pickles." Like my mom is on this mission where she's like, "I don't need no smoke from her. I don't need no smoke. I love my daughter. I don't want to kill her." Like that is Emily fucking came after me, "You fucking bitch." And this is what I love is honey put this in Audra. "I said good day." Emily breathes. "Audra, I said good day." That is an accurate representation. Listen, it's gotten, fun fact, as you get older, it gets worse. And I am just like snippy. I am snappy. And this is why I keep saying I don't like the term hangry because it's beyond that. I am just like I'm not even like hatefully like I will fuck shit up. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna eat a person. I don't care. How many Taurus people have said this in their lives? Like, I'll eat a person. I don't care. I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now. Like you laughed and I feel like you said it, Alex. The look of recognition on your face.
No, seriously though, like I was talking about this yesterday on live about how I feel like when it comes, so I completely blame Emily for like making me want to take advantage of food delivery services like DoorDash,
Yeah.
Grubhub, all that stuff,
Yeah.
because
So
it just
savory.
can't deal with trying to make food for myself these days. And
Oh my
so
God.
sometimes I will wake up and like most people, like people in my family, they're like, "Oh, I don't really want to eat." Like I know that you've talked about like not wanting to eat breakfast right when you wake up because sometimes it can
No,
give
I
you a
don't
stomach
enjoy
ache
it.
and stuff. But I wake up hungry more times than I would like to, and I'm
I
just
always wake up
like,
hungry.
I cannot muster up the energy to make myself food right now. So it's better for
No.
me. It costs money for me to just order something so that I can satiate the hunger and be a normal human being because otherwise I'm a fucking monster.
So then I have this question for you, okay? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wake up hungry every day.
Yeah.
I just can't like eat early, right? But the question I have is, do you also eat a meal right before bed?
I snack all the time. Like when you were saying earlier that Tauruses are the ones that will stand in line for several free samples or they're always snacking, that is me. If I'm bored, if I'm tired, if I just want to pass the time, if I just want to feel something, I will always just snack on something all the time.
Like, here's the thing. The problem with Taurus is that like we can throw down, we can cook. We just don't want to.
Yeah.
So I like that it says like the thing that gets me on this, because you said unexpected change in plans. Mine is definitely being forced to socialize. I
Mm-hmm.
hate that with everything in my soul. And I just get so annoyed because people are like, "Come on, like we can go do this thing." And I feel like every time I agree to go, I get there and immediately I'm like, all right. Like, I feel like I put my toe in the doorway and I'm like, all right, well, I came. Like, it's time. I just don't want to do. I'm like, I don't want to deal with any of them. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be here. I'm so sorry. Like
Yeah.
that. I feel like with the people that they were walking up to all the time, be like, you should smile. It's Taurus, and it's also probably Leo. Like, you should smile. It's like, I don't want to be here.
It's
Like,
funny because I think the being forced to socialize was more of an issue for me when I was younger, and my grandparents, because my grandparents are relatively young, and so they have
mhm.
like friends that would come over and they would bring their kids or their grandkids or whatever, and then my grandparents would be like, don't be rude, like say hi to people, like greet your guests and all of that stuff, and I'd just be like, I don't fucking wanna. I didn't say cuss. I didn't cuss at the time, but I was just like, I don't want to. Like, if I want to
I know.
stay holed up in my room while you have guests over, let me do that. Like, stop forcing me to socialize with people that A, I don't care about, and two, I don't even know them.
Like, so this is where I was just telling him like this the other day. I was like, I am so bad at doing like video collabs because I don't necessarily know how to introduce everyone. I'm like, I'm doing a collab with these people. Let's go. Like, I can't, because I don't want to seem overflowed. Like, if I'm doing a video that's specifically talking about creators and how I like them and why I like them, I'm good at like all. But when I'm doing a collab, I've so far all the collabs I've done, I'm like, this is in collaboration with this person. Let's go. And then everybody else is like flourishing, and I'm like, I fucked this up, didn't I? All right. And every time I'm like, I'm gonna do this better, and I always fuck it up. I'm like, sorry, sorry, everyone. I do think that you're fantastic. The other one is asking someone for help. Apartment Taurusi, Tauruses, Taurus, apartment Taurus.
Or sit-
How many of you have had 30 grocery bags and you're just all of them, even though you literally could have accepted the help of the person who was like out there, like, oh, do you need help carrying up your bags? You're like, no, going to the third floor. No, I've got this. You could have called up to the person who lives with you on the third floor, like, hey, come down and help me get these bags. But instead, you pop your arm out of fucking socket carrying these bags to the third floor. And once you get in there, if you do have a partner who lives in there, you are mad at them because they didn't help you. And they didn't even know you were home yet.
oh my
But you
god.
thought messaging them saying, I'm on my way home, and that they would be standing the fuck outside when you got there. And then they weren't. And to prove your point, you were like, oh, fine. I'm just going to pop both my shoulders at the joint carrying these bags upstairs.
Oh my god. I
He's like huffing and puffing the stairs because of the groceries. Amos said one trip or death. Yes. Mm. There's a lot. Let's go. I'm going to read on. I said I'm on my way home. You had one job. Be standing outside. I don't care if it's 20 minutes. Just stand the fuck outside. Wait for me. That is, oh my God. The accuracy is just. So it
pictures.
says, for those of y'all who can't see it, it says I never delete messages just in case a bitch want to lie about July 22nd, 1962.
What's so funny is I don't even take this in the context of like, ooh, like Jebediah Stankfish keeping receipts on everybody. What's funny though is that a lot of the times the reason my storage is full is because I have a bunch of screenshots. It might be
Yep.
incriminating screenshots, or it could be just some dank memes that are taking up my folder space.
Listen, I had like photo evidence of shit where people had done me wrong in case they tried to come. I'm like, if you try to come for me, I am releasing the Kraken, which in this instance isn't pooping. Yes. And then you're always like, when they're like, you're like, let me refer you to this email from January 16th of 2017, where you said, that actually does hurt my feelings. Why? Like every second I delete nothing.
I know. Yep. I usually don't delete anyway either.
For those of you listening, where I was like, do most Taurus say it's fine, they'll get over it and move on? Because I do quite frequently. I do. I'm like, they'll get over it. It's fine. Like, whatever. Because here's the thing. If you want to be with me romantically, you will. Like, you will do the fucking work. You'll do the things and you'll show me that I'm like worth something to you. But if you don't do those things, I'm like, bye. See? I hate that about being Taurus. Taurus, do y'all ever get pre-annoyed like you already know someone is about to piss you off?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Tell me why. Audra, I need to show you this fucking picture. So my coworker in the before times, he and I we used to sit across the aisle from each other. And there was this one time that it was like, it had to be 4:30 in the afternoon. So you're already talking like end of business day. And there was this guy who, like, he started after I did, and he would just come down and he would ask our group to do things for him that, like, one, he should have been able to do himself, and two, had no business asking for those things to be done with the same sense of urgency. Like, plan your shit out better. Like, don't ask us these things like at the last minute. And so my coworker has this picture where I have my hand propped up like this under my chin, and I'm just like looking at him like, you're really about to ask me to do it for you right now.
You really, I've got time today.
Meme worthy. I was just like, what the fuck are you talking to me? Like, that's just the face that I had on, and I'm like, this is the meme that speaks to me. I got pre-annoyed. I didn't even need to ask. I didn't even need to know what he was going to ask me for. I just knew I was already going to be annoyed about it.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed every time my old boss, Scott, was going to talk to me because I knew it was going to be annoying. I knew that he was going to use like boomer phrases that were going to irritate me. Like, I just was not, like, everything about that man pre-annoyed me. And he wasn't even there. Like, he would not be at work because of whatever. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then they'd be like, oh, he's going to be back tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, that's too bad. And I was pre-annoyed for tomorrow because I'm like, I'm sure we're going to have 75 meetings so that we can circle the wagons. Like, that's the shit he would say. Like, let's circle the wagons. And I'm like, so yeah,
what kind of Oregon Trail phrase is that?
It's like old white man boomer speak. They say like really, ugh, he was so gross. He was so gross. The amount of times I had to spend in that man's office over his bullshit was just astronomical. Wait a minute. Sarcasm is not my, well, okay, never mind. Sarcasm is my middle name. Okay, fine. I can, in fact, pull off any look. Look, this is the positive side of Taurus. Can pull off any look. Bam. Bam. Trust no man. Fear no bitch attitude. Facts. I trust no man. Has a soft spot for bad boys. Listen, I'm getting over that. I'm moving past that. Either feels too much or nothing at all. That's true. That is true. Sweet and kind unless you disagree with them. Facts.
Yes.
I'm like, you're on the wrong side of history. Not agreeing with me that this is better than that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that Selena Gomez with them Tigo Bitties?
Yeah, girl. She
Wait,
looks
is that
good.
for real?
I don't know. I have no
Is that
idea.
really her? I just felt like she was so small for all that. For all that. Sorry, that was a lot
So
of
for
talky talk.
anyone, the meme has Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer. I don't have trust issues. I've seen this before and I know how it ends issues. If you don't learn from history, it's bound to repeat itself.
Yeah. Oh, listen. The amount of memes of tourists being happy about eating. Okay, I do need to ask you this question. Alex, when you
Yes.
eat delicious food, do you kind of do like a little dance? Do you start eating and
Yes.
go?
Yes. I do. I do. I do a little dance. I'm just like, like.
Like we're so for those of you who are not, hi Jen, how are you? For those of you who are not tourists, if you want to quickly spot a tourist in a restaurant, they're the only one dancing as they've taken a bite of food. They're going like this. And then what's annoying is that the person across from you will actually say, "Is it good?" And you're like, "Bitch, I am dancing. Of course it's good. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be doing the dance." Like,
Right.
thank you, high five o. You gotta do the happy
Definitely.
food dance. I do hum. Ani, I hum as well. I'm like, mm.
No, it's so
April said my husband watches for the dance because he says that's how he knows it's safe to talk. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we have like 15 more minutes, y'all, before I have to take Big Guy out for his final tinkle. So Taurus, great fashion sense. I don't feel like that is true about me right now. Like this looks very fashionable, but if you saw the whole ensemble, you'd be like, girl, well, actually, never mind. It was by accident, and that kind of actually does look cute now that I'm looking at it. Being able to read people, Emily would say yes. Being down to earth, but still extra. What are we doing today, Audra? Like, yes, I'm extra. Giving the warmest hugs, not I. Well, when I give hugs, they are warm.
I would say that because I don't have an aversion to like touching people most of the time. I would say that my hugs are pretty good.
Yeah, I actually have really good warm hugs when when I want to hug. April's extra. Let's see. Him, what's wrong? Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Libra. Nothing, just wondering why you lied on October 12th, 2012 at 5:27 p.m. Why is this me? I feel like this would be me with New York. Like, why haven't you been messaging me? I'm like, nothing, just trying to figure out why in August of 2020 in the evening, the year of our Lord, you lied and didn't tell me that you were moving. I'm just trying to understand it. I mean, but whatever. Let the record show. Receipts, receipts. All right, so I'm going to hide this one right quick, and I'm going to add this one right quick. And how to get a Taurus to like you is apparently have lots of patience, which is true. Small favors mean a lot, also true. Act calm around them, yes, because I am chaos. Always be down to earth and don't hide anything. Don't hide anything. Don't be a liar pants. to my future crush, don't lie to me. Oh gosh. Oh wait, hold on. I'm switching. I'm switching back. I feel like the amount
I'm
of
trying to.
tourist photos, people in tourist photos doing this is like just tourist does this way too much in photos where we're just like haven't you any romance in your soul? Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, and Leo's responses. Money makes me romantic. And that is actually true. Money makes me very romantic. Cinco minutes. Anybody else have any fun tourist things that they would love to discuss?
I was gonna say, I think so. The one that I just pulled up, Taurus, she's a combination of sensitive and savage. It's interesting because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I relate so much to how people describe Taurus as being someone who is in tune with like their sensuality and like earthly
Yeah.
things, like things, sensory experiences, like having good taste in food, music, art, stuff like that. I would say that those are definitely things that I jive with. And I think that it's really interesting that when I look at my birth chart, that I do have a lot of Taurus placements in my chart, but I also have a little bit of like fire placements in my chart. Like my moon
Yeah.
sign is an Aries, have like a little bit of Sagittarius and a little bit of Leo. And I feel like it's so interesting when you actually delve into the other placements that you have, because so many people,
Yes.
you only really about your sun sign, and it's like, it's kind of fun, even if you're not someone who takes astrology as seriously as other people do. It's still interesting to kind of do a little bit of digging about yourself in that capacity.
Hell yeah. I mean, like I have when you do your, because I think the thing is people look at astrology as like just your horoscope and that's not it, right? And so I'm going to put up like these two like little things here that are going to kind of like you have Taurus, I overthink everything and stress myself out for literally no reason. Fact. And I'm gonna end
Yes.
us here. Watch this happen to you
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna get upset. Taurus, me when I realized I overreacted and was being overly dramatic, but it's already too late, so I gotta keep my ground. You see that dog with the scarf and the sunglasses? Like you're like, well, it is what the fuck it is.
Wow.
E finalmente. Taurus sitting back and watching things happen that they said would happen. Because many Taurus do, in fact, have the gift of being able to, like the gift of prophecy, just being able to see and feel and know, especially because we're very in tune with like understanding another person and being able to kind of figure someone out. So when you meet someone and you like look at people and you're like, da 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 da, and they're like, I mean, it works great for everybody else. We don't tune that into ourselves. We should more often. We would be happier. But we do use that superpower on everyone else. Emily, listen. On the last meme, Emily said, "Oh no, that is very much you." You know what? Listen. If you've ever played Among Us with me, that shit goes down. As if when I'm not the killer and y'all are like trying to boot me out, and I'm just like, "All right, boot me out. It's fine. Go ahead and kill me. You're gonna be sad. Things are gonna be wrong." But anyway, we're definitely doing this Taurus Tings again. We have to like have a part two. Um, because this was so fun. And I think the new year will be a good time to play with them.
The new
So
year would be a good
anyway,
time to play.
yes, more Taurus Tings to see like I want to see like New Year Taurus memes and see if any of them are true because I feel like
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I
like
just want to thank you. No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say, I feel like too that I have had instances like that where I've picked up on vibes from other people where I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
there's something about I just cannot put my finger on why I don't jive with you. And then years could go by and something happens and I'm like, wow, I was onto that before other
Mm-hmm.
people were onto that. So I would imagine that other people who are earth signs and who are kind of like in tune with like
Yes,
that sort of thing can relate to that experience as well.
for sure, for sure. Oh, we're gonna watch Fifth Element now. So there will definitely be more Taurus Tings. We'll start adding some other folks. Please make sure that you are following Alex on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. I know it was kind of weird and laggy on our end. I don't think it is on the actual stream. But even if it is, I had such a fabulous time with you. And I
Yeah.
love you so much. Like we talk outside of here. So like mwah. And everybody, you know what I'm gonna say. It costs $0 to be kind. All right? $0 to be kind. And it's so good for your soul. And you definitely want to take care of that because otherwise Krampus is coming for yours. Until next time, XOXO, Gothic Girl. Follow Alex. Please do.